Korn, Freak on a Leash, 7-string method, guitar tabs and guitar lesson. Okay, so right at the start here, this will be in a drop A tuning. They may very well be in like a standard A, so they would just do a regular 7-string and then just drop everything a full step. But for our purposes here, I think just in a drop A tuning with the 7-string will work just fine. So basically that means we just take the low B here, the 7th string, and just drop that a whole step from B to A, and then everything will keep the same, the E, A, D, G, B, E under it. Okay, so then we just kind of get our open power chord with it, and this initial section here, the kind of two guitars doing the fun little high lead stuff over the top of each other. The first one, it's doing this little back and forth where we're up high on the 2nd string, the B, and we go 15, hold that a moment, then we go 17 high E, then we'll go 16 B, back to the 17 high E, and it's just a back and forth between those two. And the second intro guitar, the high fun stuff, it's doing more of a little arpeggiated thing, and we can make it happen here pretty easy where we're at the G, the 3rd string, we go 8, down to 8B, 10 on the high E. Okay, and the first time through, we end up by coming up to 11s on the high E and go 11, 11, 11, just 3 times there. Okay, then we go back through our little arpeggio, the 8, 8, 10. And then we finish the second time through by just doing 8s on the G for 3 times. And there is kind of a little hitch that happens in there where we almost delay the arpeggio a little bit. Like we go 8G, 8B, kind of hold that a moment, and then the 10 on the high E. Okay, it's almost just this little hiccup there in the timing of it. So you can splice that in there too to have fun with it. Okay, for the pre-chorus section, we can kick on like the overdrive and get heavy with it now. And I'll show you a couple ways to do this if maybe it's too much of a stretch. This initial way, which I like to do, which we're just kind of doing basically a big D chord here, and we do that with the 5 on the 7th string, the low A here, and then we do the 5 on the E under it on the 6th string there, and then I like to do this 9 on the 5th string, the middle A here, and basically we just hit it, give that 9 a little bend and release, come off to the 5s, just 5s, kind of mainly focusing on the 5 of the A string there, and then just back to that 9 with the 5s on top, so it'd be like, okay, so you can try it that way. I like that way, it's a little easier for me, but if it's too much of a stretch, you can also just do like the 5s, and then instead of that 9, you can do a 4 on the D string here, and then just, kind of come off to the open D. Okay. I always kind of want to like bend with that, so it kind of messes me up a bit, so I kind of like to just do this style. But either way, you can try and whatever is more comfortable for you. And, we would go through that a couple times, and then we wrap it up by just bumping it up to 6s on the 7th, 6th, and 5th string there, the A, E, A, and then you can just kind of mute the D because your finger's just kind of touching it anyways. But then you want to hit like the open G. And for the chorus, just big power chords now. Come off to the big open low A, just opens on the A, E, A, the 7, 6, 5 string. Hit it, kind of hold it a moment once again, and then we hold it for a little bit longer. All right, and then we move to this E at the 7s, all right, to 8 to 5, the F to D there. And just cycle through that, just like that. And this interlude section, just a fun little back and forth between a couple of notes. I'll show you a few spots. You can try it, whichever you like. This one's kind of what I use in this setup here, where we're at the 2nd fret on the A string, or at the 5th string there, and then we just kind of want this 5 on the 3rd string, the G. Okay, it's almost just like this sharped octave here now. All right, and it's just 2 2 5 5, and you kind of want these like short little choppy notes. Go through it a couple times, and then we do this quick back and forth, the 2 5 2. All right, just go through the initial section again, 2s to 5s, and then the final time through, just hit 3 5s. Okay, so you could do that there. If that's a stretch for you and you don't like it, you can just do like the 2 and then hit a 1 on the B string. All right, if you're cool with the picking of that, you can do that. Or you can zoom up here, maybe try it at like the 7 on the E, and then we're hitting like, you know, either the 10 on the D. Okay, frets are a little closer here, so you could try that, or you could just drop down and hit like the 7 or the 8 on the high E. All right, there's a couple different spots you can try it. All right, and for the big kind of chromatic power chord bridge end, we're starting at the B power chord now, so just the 2s on the 6 5 4 string there, 7 6 5 string, and just 2s. Kind of hold it a moment. We go 3 4 5. Okay, C sharp, D. Cruise through that 3 times, and then we wrap it up by just kind of descending. We go 2s, come up to 3s, and then we go 2s, 1s.